Hi, I'm Jon Favreau, and this is my YouTube celebrity playlist. I was asked to compile 10 of my favorite clips from YouTube. There's a link to the side that'll take you to links for all of these clips. YouTube has been a big part of my life. I've met a lot of people through YouTube. I'm always checking out YouTube for new talent, and it's amazing what a cultural impact it has had. One of my recent collaborations was with a fellow by the name of Freddie Wong. I'm sure you're familiar with him. I've included two links. One is to a video called Cowboys and Freddie W. It was a video that we had made after I had found him, I think, through a clip called UFO Sighting. And I thought that these guys were putting together some great pieces of material with not a lot of resources. My kids, especially my son, were really into him. And I thought that there's a lot of stuff that's kind of mindless on the internet. This was one of those moments when I felt that it was really inspired and that this medium was being used to its full potential. I thought his pieces had a lot of charm. And we reached out to him when we were doing Cowboys and Aliens. We're marketing it. And I asked him if he were interested in collaborating. I talked to Universal. They're always interested in trying to figure out a way to get into the internet space as a form of marketing, and I thought it was a really good marriage. We ended up going to the back lot at Universal, getting wardrobe, and it was one of the higher production endeavors by the Freddie Wong channel. So included in the clips are Cowboys and Freddie W, and also the behind-the-scenes making of little mini featurette. And I think it's worth a watch. The next YouTube contributor that drew my attention was a DJ by the name of Mike Relm. Mike Relm had put together I guess you'd call it a remix of the Iron Man 2 trailer last year when the film was coming out. I thought it was great, and I actually showed it to the Paramount marketing people. I said, look what they were able to do with this material. I thought it was a really fresh, interesting take. We ended up reaching out to Mike Relm and using his work as an actual commercial that ran on a few channels. So you could check out Mike Relm's Iron Man 2 remix. And he also took it upon himself to do a Cowboys and Aliens trailer remix. So I've included that link as well. Check him out. He's a super talented guy. And I haven't met him in person. I've only corresponded through Twitter. And he actually came to the Cowboys and Aliens premiere at Comic-Con. But it was 2,000 people there. I never actually met him face to face. But I look forward to it, and I love his work. This next clip I think really encompasses what's wonderful about this whole YouTube phenomenon. Here's a guy that put up a special skill that he has. He's very musically talented, and it's one of those things that you click on it, you're a little confused by it, but by the end of it, you love it. Here it is, the Super Mario Brothers beatboxing flute rendition. This next clip is me keeping it real a little bit, getting back to my roots, where I live, where I'm from. It's I guess you'd call it a rap video. I figured I'd throw one back to the streets and show you the world I'm from. It's a little musical number called Whole Foods Parking Lot. What would a YouTube hit list be without a cat video? If YouTube has anything to thank for its success, it is our furry feline friends. For some reason, people are completely preoccupied with cats, and I figured that I had to include at least one. Here is what I consider the definitive cat video: cat hiccups and farts at the same time. This next set of clips is actually a whole channel. It is a channel called the Cowboys and Aliens Interviews. These were a series of interviews that I created by having conversations with the filmmakers and cast members of Cowboys and Aliens. We started off with Harrison Ford, And I tried to have it in a conversational style, much like a show that I had done years ago called Dinner for Five. We included not just stories about cowboys and aliens, but the rest of their careers as well, because I found it just a wonderful opportunity to get great stories out of these people. So we have some of the people you'll see. I'll only link to the Harrison Ford clip because that's the first one we shot. But there's a series of interviews and clips from each set of contributors. We have Harrison Ford, Steven Spielberg, Ron Howard, Brian Grazer, Olivia Wilde, and I think Daniel Craig has probably just been posted. I've been putting them up every week leading up to the release of Cowboys and Aliens on July 29th. If you enjoy watching the clip of me talking to Harrison, you might want to check out our YouTube channel, Cowboys and Aliens Interviews, the Cowboys and Aliens Interviews, or you could go to cowboysandaliensinterviews.com, and they'll all be compiled there as well. It's definitely worth a watch, especially if you're a fan of film or any of these performers or filmmakers. I wanted to include a ukulele video as well, because the resurgence in popularity of the ukulele, which is one of my favorites, owes a lot to viral videos. At first I was thinking maybe While My Guitar Gently Weeps by Jake Shimokiburo. If you haven't checked that out, definitely do a search on that. Very popular, fantastic player. But I thought the one that really encompasses the charm of YouTube and what it has to offer is I'm Yours. This is a great rendition that always brings a smile on my face, and I think is probably most responsible for the ukulele craze that we're enjoying now. Please take a look. My last contribution is something called Muto, a wall-painted animation by Blue. It is a pretty lengthy one. It's about 7 minutes long, but it's not boring at all. It just gets more and more interesting as it goes on. It's one of those things that you'd never find if it were not for the internet. It's fantastic, and a lot of work went into it. If you've not heard of it or seen it before, you're in for a big treat. And thank you for taking the time to listen to my playlist. Please click around to other contributions by these people that I've mentioned. There's plenty of interesting ones that I didn't have a chance to mention here. And thank you for your time. And please check out Cowboys and Aliens, July 29th, coming to a theater near you.